So it's August 1st and I got up early to beat the wind, and I think I failed, so I'm going to try to film in the still parts. So there might be some starting and stopping. It's time for my monthly update video where I go over all the things I did and didn't do in July and go over my plans for August. Unfortunately, my colorful pens have disappeared into the mess, so I've got the trusty black pen today. This list actually goes back to June. So July I was very successful, as you can see. I survived. I'm here. The heat wasn't that bad. It's actually been a beautiful summer so far, although it looks like we've got some pretty brutal heat coming up in August. So let's go back to the tasks that I had carried over from June. I've been in the splash pool loads and I accomplished basically everything. I've got a whole video series on the splash pool. You can click up there to see all the fun, and I'm going to wrap everything up in one final video, hopefully coming out in a couple weekends. I'm going to be in the pool this weekend, all going to plan, and then the video will be out soon after. So I haven't pointed all the rocks actually, so that one is not done yet, but I'm going to be working on that in the coming days. Render the pool. With much frustration and difficulty, I did this challenging job. I was really nervous about it, but I got it done, and I'm really pleased with the results. They're a little unorthodox, a little undulating and curvy, but I'm happy with it. Well, let's see if it holds water, and then I'll let you know if I'm happy with it or not. Same with waterproofing the pool. Let's see if it holds water, but I put on 2 layers of waterproofy stuff, some sort of cementy thing, and then the blue pool paint as well. So this thing has waterproofing in the render in addition to those 2 things, so I'm really hopeful this thing works. And plan the patio. I've got a plan in my head, but I haven't really put anything down on paper. But I'm actually going to leave the patio planning until far into the future. I'm happy with just having a pool that holds water. I've got so many other things to do at my place that a pool with water is fine. Making it fancy and nice around the pool is a project for next year, I think. Shower. Haven't done this, but it's on my agenda for August. So the tool shed is my next big project after the swimming pool, and the timing is kind of bad because I'm starting with a stone foundation, which I haven't started, but I've done everything to prepare the base for it. So I guess technically, let's just say I've started it. And it's going to be heavy work moving stones around, so August isn't the ideal time to be doing that, but I'm hoping I'll be able to get up and get a bit of work done in the mornings before things get brutally hot every day. It's going to be up into the 35s a lot more often in August, so working on hauling heavy stones around my land is not an ideal job for this month, but I'll do my best to get started because it's going to be a really, really big job. Finalized design, still haven't done it. Begin wood prep, also haven't done that. And so for the work inside the house, I haven't finished the door trim, but I am working on it little by little and really enjoying it. I'm really liking the finicky, detailed carpentry work, and I'm hoping that I can pull off the ideas I have for the area around the lock and also the grate. And I need to come up with an idea for the shutter, but when I do, I think it's going to be a really creative and cool door. I'm putting a lot of effort into this door, but I think that when you have something that's just going to be there forever, and it's something that people look at all the time, like a door, you're always going in and out of it, might as well make it really nice, and I'm hoping to try to be really creative with it and take my time, enjoy the process, and end up with a really nice door at the end. So July was a success because I survived, but I still have a lot of projects to work through that have been carrying over. So I'm excited for what August holds, but before I get into that, let me just say thank you to everybody who contributes to my channel with super thanks and PayPal contributions. It really goes a long way to help me keep pushing things forward. And everyone who just watches and comments and likes and shares it around, I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, but you watch my channel and you like it, please do subscribe. I'm on the final push towards 9,000, and I'd really love to get there in August. And if you know somebody who might like a channel like this, please do share it around. I'm about to get pretty heavily into building work using natural materials, and I know a lot of people out there are interested in that kind of thing. So spread it far and wide. It would be much appreciated. So before we get into my exciting plans for August, I want to let you know that at the end of the video, I'm going to take you to Scotland with me. I took a trip there in June and I haven't yet shared the footage, so stick around to the end of the video if you want to see a little trip to countryside Scotland where I visit some family, meet up with my brother and sister-in-law and niece from Canada there as well, and we had a really fun time. But for now, let me clear off this board and get the August jobs up. I've got some really exciting things in mind for August. A lot of work inside the house where I can hide from the heat. So I'll be back very soon. So here's my list for August. There's a lot of exciting things on there, but before we dive into that, I thought I would go pay Manny the Mango tree a visit. All of the other trees in my food forest got a lot of attention in my last video, but Manny was neglected and he's fast becoming my favorite tree. Now you shouldn't play favorites, but he's a great tree. So let's go say hi to Manny, see what he's doing, and then we'll get into the August list. Hey Manny, what's up? So he's doing incredibly well. When I bought him, he came up to the top of this pole, and since then he's sprouted another couple of little branches and he's looking very happy and very healthy. I give him a lot of water every day and I think he's gonna grow up to be big and strong despite the little hunchback situation he's got going on over here. But I think he's come good and he's doing very well. Okay, on to August. I'm very excited for August. I'm going to be taking you inside the house for quite a bit of work. A lot of the stuff that I've done so far on this channel has been very focused outside, and I know a lot of people like to see what's going on in the house. It's kind of a disaster in there, but it's not going to get less disastery if I don't slowly work on it, and August is a perfect month to just hide inside and do that kind of stuff. I still have work to do on the tool shed. I've already started the foundation, and you'll see work on that in a coming video on the base of what's going to go underneath the stones. I'd like to get started on actually putting the stones down. I'd like to finalize the design. I still don't actually know what I'm building, even though I have materials and a foundation. I need to do some actual detailed drawings, which is another good thing to be doing in the hot August month. Begin wood prep. I have a whole bunch of wood sitting in the polytunnel, and I just need to plane it, get it to the right size, make sure it's square. YouTube. I have a YouTube task. I have several actually. I'd like to do a logo and I'd like to do some graphics and things like that. But what I'm going to work on in August is a sort of 3-year everything I've done since the beginning type of video. A lot of people have done those videos. They are really fun to watch and I think I have lots of interesting things to share. But it's going to be a lot of work to go through all that old footage. I was actually filming long before I even started my YouTube channel, so I've got stuff from the very, very beginning to share with you guys, but it's just going to be a lot of work to go back and find it and figure out how to present it. 3 years is a long time, and I need to find a way to make a video that's good, so I'm going to be working on that. Me time. I'm going to take a little vacation with a few friends. We're going to go somewhere with a pool, chill out for a couple nights, and I'm looking very forward to that. We haven't decided on a location yet, but it's in progress. We have the dates and we're just figuring out where we're gonna go. Inside the house, these jobs are what I'm most excited about. I have loads and loads of stuff to do in there, and there's gonna be a lot of clay, lots of natural materials, lots of creativity, and I'm really pumped to get back into working in there. I'm not going to get to this entire list, but I wanted to put it all down so you can see what I have in mind, and also so I can pick and choose what I want to do based on how I'm feeling. So I render the shower and replace the shower drain. That's been a carryover for a few months now. I'm going to get it done. That one is definite. Tile the bathroom floor. I've had these tiles. I bought the tiles probably 1.5 to 2 years ago, and they've just been sitting around on my floor in my way all the time for ages. And I even have the grout, and I have the spacers, and I have the tile adhesive stuff, but I just haven't done it. And that's because I've never tiled before, and I think I'm just feeling intimidated by it. It's also because I have other work to do around the bathroom, and I feel like maybe putting the tiles down before I do the other work isn't a great idea, but I've done a lot of the heavy concrete work and stuff for the shower base, so I feel like putting the tiles down there in the bathroom area would be fine now. So I'd really like to get to that. Install a kitchen window. I have yet another porthole window, and that will go kind of in the end wall in the kitchen, so I'd like to get that in place. So the next three are all about the corner closet where my solar electric system is, and these two kind of sound the same. Render the closet walls and finish the closet wall. I could have been a lot more clear on that. Render the closet walls means working inside the closet area, clawing out the clay and re-rendering it with lime so it's nice and smooth and not dusty. I'll just be working around the solar. It's very difficult to take it off and put it back on. And finish the closet wall is the wall in between the wood stove and the closet corner area. There's a thick wall, and then there's going to be a thinner wall above that, and that's going to be made of clay, which is going to be really fun to do, but I'd also like to put in some glass bottles and make a really nice design. But of course, I'm procrastinating the designing part because it's going to be a fairly permanent feature, and I want to make it really nice and really cool and really creative. If anyone out there has inspiring bottle wall photos, I'd love to see them. There's all kinds of cool things that you can do, and this is just a small section, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet, so I've been putting it off, but I'd love to tackle that in August. And make the closet roof above the closet corner area. I'm planning on having a little roof to enclose it all, and then I can maybe put something up there like a speaker or something like that in the future. But it'll just close it all off, make it less dusty, and I'd like to just get that carpentry done. Begin the bathroom wall. So I have the shower in the corner, and then I have another section that currently has an empty space between the timbers. That's going to be a wall, and it's going to enclose the bathroom area in. And it's going to be done in the same way as the closet wall with some bottles in the design. I'm not going to do the bottles until the very top, so in theory I could start working on the clay part. It'll be wattle and daub, and then procrastinate the bottle design until later on. I'm kind of hesitant to close off that space because I do sort of store things in between there where the wall would be, but I'd love to just get it done because one of my main goals for the winter is to have basically all the tools out of that space into the tool shed, so that's going to be a challenge. And then finish the walls in that corner area so I can have a nice cozy place to sit in front of the fire. Right now all I have is just a chair and a desk, and it's not exactly the most comfortable thing, so I'd love to finish off that space inside, and that means I need to finish this bathroom wall and put a couch or some cushions or something in there and have a nice spot to sit by the fire. So that's my winter life goal. So that's my August list. I'm really excited for it. I've got a variety of different types of things, some outside work, some computer work, some design stuff, some away stuff, and lots of stuff in the house, and lots of stuff working with clay. I love working with natural materials. The splash pool was a fun challenge, but I don't like working with cement. I really love the challenge involved in figuring out how to use natural materials for the same sorts of purposes. Clay would not work for a splash pool, but it can work for most other things, and I'm excited to put it to the test inside the house. So that's a wrap on August. I'm going to take you to Scotland now on a trip that I took back in June. I want to say hi to my little niece Phoebe. Hi Phoebe. She makes an appearance in this video, and it's a lot of fun. It was really great to meet up with my family, and I'm excited to share it. So let's go to countryside Scotland. We go to a little village fete, and we spend some time in Glasgow. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, that was my Scotland trip. It was loads of fun. It was way too short, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited that I was able to share it with you. So that's it. That's it from the video. That's it for my July update, August plans. Thanks for watching. Any comments, questions, whatever, please leave a message below, and I'll see you in the next video.